Just feel good and watch what happens. I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. Well, I often say, almost in every video, how feel good is the currency of life, and it's the way that things are going to change in your life for all the reasons that I explain what happens with that feel good energy going to the law of attraction, and then what the law of attraction is doing with that to come back into your life. But the simple fact is, what do you have to lose by feeling good? People will say, well, how do I know it's going to really change anything? And the simple fact is, you are where you are, and whether you do or not, you still are where you are. So you can be where you are and feel miserable, or you can be where you are and feel happy. And like I say, what do you got to lose, especially when you know the creative process? And even logically, it gives you a reason to think it could be. Feel good could make a difference. Even the logical explanation of it gives you that much thought of possibility. So the fact is, we are where we are. If we're sitting in debt and money, we are. That's where we are. So we can choose to be miserable about that, or we can choose to find a way to be happy about that in a place of understanding what it is and getting a new perspective on it. We can do that. We could be in a situation where we want a relationship, but right now we don't have a relationship. So that's not going to change in the next 5 minutes. So you can feel miserable about being on your own right now, or you can find a way to feel happy about it. It's the same thing with everything in your life. You are where you are. And what we know is that when you're not feeling good about something, it's not going to change in the next 5 minutes anyway. The physical world is not going to change for you in the next 5 minutes. But you could change your emotional world in the next 5 minutes. Your energy, you could change your energy in the next 5 minutes, and then repeat and keep repeating that. And this really kind of flies in the face of what we learned about life, but this is really what we got to learn and got to start doing, because what we seem to think is, here I am, all these things that are unwanted, and I'm not feeling good about them. And if that thing that I wanted would just show up, the better job or the more money or the relationship or the health would just show up, then I would feel happy. Then everything would be okay. Well, guess what? That can't happen. That is impossible for that to happen. I'm going to explain to you why that can't happen. So let's go over to this slide. So right now, I often show you this image here because we are projectors, right? Our life is the movie. It's the manifestation of our energy. So it's like the movie on the screen, and our vibration from within us is the projector of energy, which causes that movie projecting our life. So in a lot of cases, what we got the projector loaded up with this low vibration viewpoint of life. And so what's projecting from that is the situation we don't want, this column right here. So that's the unwanted. So as we look at it and we pay attention to it and we think about it in ways that we don't like, right, then we continue to project that same energy, and then the same life keeps manifesting over and over and over again. And so because your life is a manifestation of the energy, you can't change the movie. You know that if there's a DVD playing and projecting a movie, the movie is not going to change until you go to the player, the DVD player, and change it, or whatever kind of projector you're using, but you've got to change the media, right? And for us, vibration is our media. You would not expect to say, that movie's going to change in a minute. You just know that's not going to happen until you go and change the media. Now, if you change the media, certainly you expect the movie to change. So what we're thinking is, we want our life to change without changing the media, right? We're going to keep that vibration, that low vibration going, and thinking that our life is going to change. What do? We work harder. We do all kinds of things, try to figure things out, and we're going to try to change this movie directly. We're going to go right to the screen, and we're going to think that we're going to change the movie that's going on, and not do anything with the energy that we're projecting. So you can see why it doesn't matter how hard you work, or you might get things to move a little bit just because of the effort that you're putting in. But this projector, this low vibration energy that you're projecting, it's going to hold you wherever your money situation is, your relationship situation is, your job situation is. It's going to stay the same until you change this energy that you're projecting. So that's why in the other slide I said you can't go from not feeling good about where you are to getting what you want and then feeling good. It's absolutely not going to happen. And so, but faulty beliefs tell us that we can do that, but it really does not work like that at all. What has to happen is you have got to start feeling good, right? In all the ways that I talk about in all these videos, all kinds of ways to feel good. In summary, you want to feel the emotional essence of the dreams and desires that you have. Feel them emotionally like they're in your world today, and you can do that. You want to focus on the positive aspects that are in your current physical reality, and generally just feel good about your day and going through your day with a positive attitude, liking yourself, understanding others and their relationship to you vibrationally. All good. You want it all to be good. So as you do that, all of a sudden, this starts to happen, right? It doesn't do this. If you start today feeling good, it doesn't change the projector right away. You've got to go day by day, and as you do, you start to come in. It's that displacement thing I talk about. As you move this in and you keep thinking these good feeling thoughts, you displace that, right? So this could take, we don't know the time. It depends on your commitment. It depends on the momentum of the faulty beliefs that's going on now. But this is the road to it. So if it takes, 2 weeks for one person, because they have a little bit of momentum, only a little bit of momentum on negative energy, and they're very dedicated to replacing negative feeling thoughts, then this could happen in 2 weeks. But somebody else that maybe they're not quite as dedicated to the replacement of the negatives with the positive, that they're kind of like doing this kind of thing, right? So then they're getting closer, but it's taking longer. Or the momentum of the negative energy might be more, so that there's a slower effect, kind of like the freight train. The freight train going faster is going to take a little more time to slow down and turn around than the one going slower. Same idea. But the idea is, as we keep feeling good, and throughout all our day and all of our life matters and everything, we are doing this, we are doing this, we are doing this, we are doing this, and then we end up with this. And as we do, then we get rid of that, and then this is here. And now life starts to manifest differently. But the thing is, and even the manifestation doesn't switch one day to the next like that. As you get closer, then the manifestations start to trend. They do start, because now your percent of positive momentum is starting to take over. So you see the manifestation change start to trend. And, it can be in any area of life: music, sports, business, health, job, material wealth. Whatever it is, whatever your experience is now, this is your road to the change. It's not working hard or practicing more. You will work, you will practice, but you got to do it from a place of joy. All that, not to make it happen. Oh, I'm going to practice. I'm going to get on the court. I'm going to get in the rink. I'm going to get on the field, and I'm going to practice more than any other player practices. So I'm going to become so good that I'm going to be the best kind of thing. If it's from a place of joy, then it's the joy factor that's doing this, not the amount of hours that you put into it. It's the joy factor. The joy factor is the one that's going to change your life. When you put that in there, and then you fully put it in there, and then the manifestations are fully trending in the ways that you want them to go. But this is the way it's got to happen. And if you think that you can take any shortcut and get over here and change the movie, without changing the media, the movie won't change. And if you don't change your vibration, it's not going to change. And it doesn't matter how hard you work, and you got that old paradigm. You're thinking, if I work harder, if I work longer, if I win the favors of different people, if I impress others, all these things that it's going to change my life experience. And I'm here to tell you it's not, unless you're doing it from a place that feels good and you're increasing the amount of positive emotion in your day. Now you're changing the media. Now you're getting rid of this, and then this is coming in, and this is going out, and this is coming in. And so as you stay consistent day to day with doing all the same things that you've done, you're just now going to do them with a different attitude. You're going to feel good about them. You're going to feel good, whatever area of life that it is, be it music, sports, business, anything. You're going to do it with more feel good going through your day on all areas. And then you're doing this. And so then you're getting the permanent change, because now you're changing the media. And this changes automatically, right? How often do I say inspired action and all those things that come to you because now you're in this high vibration energy, and all the details come to you, and this movie changes, and it's effortless. It's like you did not apply any kind of force or effort. Yes, you may have worked and practiced and did all the things that you do, but you did them from joy, and then the synchronicities that happened from that energy bring you into the movie that you want, that thing of your life that you want. And it's very easy. Whereas when you got this going on, then you're out here trying to change the movie, all those physical life things you're trying to do to get it to change, but yet this same old energy is projecting. So no matter how hard you work, what you do, you end up in the same place over and over and over again. You've got to change the media. There's just no way around it. If you want your life to change, you've got to change the frequency that you are broadcasting to the law of attraction. So this should make it pretty clear about what's going on in life and how you really get the change. So again, these things will change. So we don't want to look at I want the physical change. I'm focusing on how do I get the physical change. Now in money, we think, we get pretty smart. I can figure things out. I can invest. I can start a business. I can get some people together. I can get resources together, and I can get some money flowing. And sure, maybe you can. It's always going to be limited. It's always going to be limited unless you change the frequency. And then you don't have to work and do all that effort stuff. It'll flow to you in much more pleasurable ways. You certainly will maybe doing investing. You may be working in a business or whatnot. But when you've got the positive energy all around that, then the dollars flow and the whole thing flows in a very more effortless way versus all the effort to make it happen. And although you can do that money, it's not such a thing that you can do with health and relationships and jobs. Money doesn't really help you too much in those places. I have people coming to me, and by the time they come to me, they've tried a lot of things. They've tried their money way into health, and they've just run out of money options on how that's going to change. So then they get some wind of energy. It's like, maybe that'll work. So I get people coming to me, and absolutely, that's the way we change it, through the energy, because when our body starts to have any kind of ailments, it just means we've got some negative energy going on in these areas of our life, and we've blocked ourselves from doing what they know to do. So as we clean up these areas of our life and get the resistance out of our vibration, then our body will just knows what to do. The cells are intelligent. They know what to do. They'll bring it back. It's all automatic. You just got to get that resistance out of the way, and everything is good. So, that's why money can't buy you back into health. Maybe give you some comfort while you're changing your energy, but the real solution, the long-term solution, is that a return to health comes from a change in attitude. Get your emotions going in all the positive ways I talk about, so that your energy is clean energy. Faulty beliefs are gone. So just to sort of support this whole idea of feeling good and watch what happens, let's just stand back for a minute here and look at this solar system, this whole universe. The universe, the energy that put this all together, the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, the waterways, the planets, us, the stars, the whole thing all holding together. It's really a sandbox, a magnificent sandbox of creation and expansion. And we're set up as human beings designed to come in here and play in the sandbox and see what it is that we want. And that causes us to ask when we go through experience, and then our inner being, we know how the creative process works. Our inner being hears that, sets it up, and then as we feel good, we're receiving that in all kinds of wonderful ways. So, when you stand back and you look at how this stuff is all set up, do you think that if you want a job or a car or to play in some kind of music career or sports career, do you think that the universe cannot deliver that to you? I mean, do you see how on the scale of the solar system and everything going on, that the delivery of a car or a house or a job or an experience it is really a very minuscule thing in the creation of all. Nobody pays for any of this. Nobody pays to keep the stars twinkling. Nobody pays to keep the waterways moving, the clouds swirling in the sky, the trees, they keep growing, the flowers keep coming, the air that we breathe, it keeps going, it keeps being recycled and recycled. The planet keeps spinning, the sun keeps shining, the animals keep coming. Our body keeps working until we get in the way of it with negative emotion. And anything going on that is not going in ways that we like in any of this, that's us, either personally or as a collective consciousness, getting in the way of the flow of these things. But these things are all set up to work, and nobody's paying anything for them. And you don't have to pay anything for your dreams and desires, except feel good. That's the currency. But feel good is just something we have unlimited access to. So you can see it's all really free. And your job as a human being, you could say an employee of the universe, is to feel good. And you'll get everything that you want. So we just got to get those faulty beliefs out of the way, because they really twisted us around and made us believe things are different than they are, and that life is hard and all of that junk. And it is way, way, way easier than anybody's probably ever told you, except maybe me and some other things that you've read and whatnot, starting to get familiar now with, okay, maybe this is different than what I thought it was, and I can assure you it is. So if you can dream it, you can have it. The universe would not build into us the ability to dream so that we could just be tormented and have these dreams that we couldn't have. That would not be anything in alignment with the way this universe is. We can dream. We have the ability to dream because those dreams are on the way to us, and everything is set up for us to receive them. That's how easy it is. And so that's why you want to make feel good your objective of the day. Fill it with positive emotion. If you want your job to go better, or you want to have a better job, if you want more loving relationships, if you want to do more success in your music career, in your sports career, you want better results with your health, fill your day with positive emotion in all the ways I talk about in these videos. It is your currency of life. It is the thing that opens the door, that keeps everything flowing in these easy ways, just like the clouds freely flow in the sky, like the wind freely blows and the trees blow. Everything is free as you look around. It's all freely moving. Nobody's paying for any of it. And we could be living that same way. All those things we want could freely be flowing in through our experience if we will just drop those faulty beliefs that tell us life is hard and we've got to work hard and we've got to make it happen and we got to do it different and we got to please other people. It all is junk. It's 100% junk. We learned so much crap when we were growing up, and the people that were around us did the best that they could, but this has been going on for generations after generations after generations, and it's time to stop. And so let's get it going the right way, the way that it was set up to be, the natural way. And keep watching these videos, use my books if you want, whatever it is, but wherever you can get this knowledge of life, the creative process, and understand how it all works, understand the power of your conscious thinking mind, enormous, and then get to learning how to start exchanging out those old negative feeling thoughts with the natural thoughts of life. So again, in one of the videos I talk about, when you have a negative emotion, you just immediately want to say, that's not true, that's not accurate, it's junk. It really is. And you want to say, well, what is accurate? What is the accurate thought that would agree with the creative process in this situation? What is my inner being thinking about this situation? Because your inner being only sees the good all the time. And so if you can, and if you will, understand the creative process, and you'll be able to think like your inner being thinks, and then you will never, ever see a thing as being bad again, or that you're out of control, or that you can't have what you want to have. You will never think those thoughts again once you learn this creative process and you start doing this thought replacement and get all your thought habits back into alignment with the way this life works. And then you'll be experiencing gradually more and more. It'll come into alignment. More of the manifestations will flow the way you want them to go. Everything, whatever career you pick that you like, you're picking it, you're doing it because you love it. It's in your heart, you're doing it. And if it's not, then there's a way to get into that so that you are living your natural gifts and talents. You can get there too. So anyhow, that is the message for today, and I'm hammering feel good. Feel good is your currency of life, and you want to learn how to do it and replace those negative feeling thoughts with positives. And the more that you do that, make that the objective of your day. So you could say, how am I going to get the house that I want? You ask that question. I'm going to feel better. How do I get more playing time or get a change in my performance in sports and music or anything? I'm going to feel better more of the time. Because when you have no resistance in your system, that's that flow state. You hear people talk about the flow state. That's it, no resistance, complete positive focus. And it's almost like you're superhuman. People say, how did that person do that? It's like they have no resistance, nothing holding them back. Everything is so synchronized, everything, that it just creates results that just make you think, how could that happen? And that is natural life. That's not an odd thing. That shouldn't be an odd thing. We should all be living in the flow state. Okay? So again, feel good is your ticket to the good life that you came for. So you want to learn to do that through your day, get more and more positive emotion. That's going to get you more of what you want. And so we're doing that because that's our natural way to be, is knowing how it works. So that feels good. And then, of course, that causes the automatic flow of things that we want, the experiences the way we want them. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for now. Thanks for listening in. If you have any comments, leave them on the post, and have yourself a great day.